She said it loud enough for the whole restaurant to hear. "Can you even afford this place, Dara?" Her laughter, light and cruel, sliced through the air. My parents chuckled nervously, pretending it was a harmless joke. I didn't flinch. I just set my purse down, calm as a surgeon before the first incision. Then the waiter turned, eyes lighting up. "Welcome back, Miss Dara. Your usual table?" The color drained from her face. Dad's hand froze midair, his wineglass trembling. The sound of the stem snapping was the only reply. That was the moment they realized I wasn't the same sister they used to look down on. It started 2 years ago. I was the quiet one, the one who stayed home, worked overtime, sent money when Mom forgot her bills, while my sister, Layla, flaunted vacations and designer bags bought with Dad's business credit card. She always called me the backup daughter, the one too plain to ruin, too dull to marry. When I brought my fiancé, Amir, to meet them, Layla's smile was sugar-coated venom. She complimented my dress, then whispered, "He's too good for you." I thought she was joking, until I caught them, 3 months later, at that same restaurant, sitting too close, hands brushing like they'd done it before. I stood outside the glass window, invisible, watching them laugh. Amir saw me first, his face drained of color. Layla didn't even turn around. She didn't need to. She knew I'd seen enough. That night, I didn't scream, didn't cry. I packed my things, walked out of the apartment, and vanished. They thought I'd broken down, but I was only getting started. Revenge doesn't come from rage, it comes from clarity. And clarity came to me the night I stopped being Dara, the quiet one. I moved to a new city, worked 2 jobs, lived off instant noodles and silence. I built skills, connections, slowly, methodically. When my boss retired, he sold me his shares in the firm. I became partner, then owner. The first restaurant I bought was their favorite, the one where she'd mocked me. The same one where she and Amir had dinner every Friday. When the manager suggested renaming it after me, I said no. I preferred to keep it quiet. Subtle power is sweeter when it's hidden. A year later, I sent a message in the family group chat. "Let's have dinner, my treat." Layla replied with a laughing emoji. "You sure? It's not cheap there." Dad sent a thumbs up. Mom said she'd love to catch up. They didn't know the irony yet. That night, I arrived 10 minutes early. I wanted to watch them walk in, still thinking I was beneath them. Layla was draped in designer silk, Amir in a tailored suit he probably couldn't afford. Mom and Dad followed, smiling the way parents do when they think everything's fine. The hostess greeted me first. "Welcome, Miss Dara. Would you like your usual table?" Layla blinked. "Wait, your usual?" The hostess smiled politely. "Of course, Miss Dara owns the place." The silence that followed was exquisite. Dad's wineglass slipped. Amir tried to speak, but his lips trembled before any words came. Layla looked at me like she was seeing a ghost she thought she'd buried. I leaned back in my chair. "So, tell me," I said softly, "can I afford this place now?" Layla swallowed hard. Oh, you did," I smiled. "You meant every word. You always did." Amir's voice cracked. "Dara, please." "Don't," I interrupted. "You made your choice. Both of you did." I nodded toward the waiter, who placed a folded envelope in front of Layla. Her hand trembled as she opened it. Divorce papers. Amir's signature already there. He hadn't known I'd found out about the fake business he'd registered under her name, the one funneling Dad's money into debts. I'd sent the evidence to Dad's lawyer last week. Layla gasped when she realized what it was. Dad looked at her, then at Amir, his face red with fury, confusion, shame. I didn't need to say a word. The world had shifted, quietly, completely. They left before dessert. Layla's mascara streaked. A mere silence hung like smoke. Mom lingered. Her eyes softened as she looked at me. "You did all this?" she whispered. "I just stopped apologizing for being underestimated," I said. She nodded slowly, almost proud, almost afraid. Then she followed Dad out. When the door closed, I exhaled for the first time that night. The music played softly, a piano echoing through empty space. The waiter approached again. "Would you like your usual dessert, Miss Dara?" I smiled. "Yes, and send a bottle to table 7, the new couple celebrating tonight." He nodded. As he walked away, I caught my reflection in the glass wall. Calm, controlled, whole. Not a victim, not even a survivor. A strategist who finished what others started. They used to say revenge doesn't heal. But maybe that's because they never did it right. Healing isn't always soft, it's surgical. You cut out the rot, cauterize the wound, and walk away stronger. As I tasted the first spoon,